Go.
Hi everyone, I'm here at the Humanity First exhibition in Vaughan, really celebrating amazing progress by the volunteers of this community, women and men and young people who've come together to help the most vulnerable, both here at home and those around the world. And there's a new initiative that I'm really proud of. I want to tout and give a shout out to the volunteers who took initiative on the Humanity First shelter bus, which has been a neat initiative to help give warmth and compassion to those on our streets who need it. And I want to just recognize the volunteers and the donors who have helped make this a reality. And I'm hoping to see more Humanity First shelter buses riding across the city and right across the province. So on behalf of the province and the Premier, I say thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing more shelter buses on the roads in the coming weeks.
We are 1 week away from our Sounds of the Season food drive, and a Toronto transit professional is also doing his part to combat homelessness and food insecurity by giving old buses new lives. He created a shelter bus. The converted bus offers people a place to sleep and eat. Talia Ricci gives us a look inside.
So tell me about the lives this bus had before it was a shelter bus.
Yeah, so it started off in Quebec City as an intercity coach. Then it was bought by a private coach operator who ran it for a few years. And now we've got it and we're putting it to use on the streets of Toronto.
And should we go inside and see what it looks like in there? Wow, this is really nice.
So this is dinette mode. You can see they can have a meal here, have a conversation. I call this bus shelter bus. It's actually what it is actually a repurposed bus for homeless people in Toronto during the cold months to provide them somewhere warm that they can come on board and get some light refreshments and a meal, as well as sleep during the cold nights in Toronto.
What gave you the idea to, retrofit a bus to be able to do this?
As part of my work, I always retire buses, and they're sold for scrap metal, basically around $2,000, and we buy them for $500,000 brand new. So I thought, is there a better social use for these buses?
And you said it can seat 44 people?
Yes, 44 people.
And sleep?
20.
20.
So what we can do is we can actually convert one of these into a bed. What people have told me they like about the bus is it's mobile, it goes in at night time and it leaves in the morning, so it doesn't have a permanent spot in a community. And we have a serious seasonal demand in Toronto where there isn't enough centers to keep people warm during the winter months. As a transit professional, I take great pride in knowing that the bus is out there with a social cause, but it's also very well presented to the community.
Over the last year, the bus has been going out on the weekends, but starting December, it'll be going out every night. And a second bus is in the works too. Talia Ricci, CBC News, Toronto.
It's a very different bus route through Toronto. This bus is looking for passengers who need help.
It's quite visible once you come downtown, and the members out there on the streets and they don't have any shelter to go to.
This shelter is on wheels. Its route changes every night. Its mission stays the same, getting homeless off the street.
At nighttime especially, the weather is very cold and harsh as well. So we wanted to make sure that we can perhaps reach out and try to do what we can in our capacity to provide them shelter and warm and hot meals as well.
The old transit bus now has 20 beds, seats, a kitchenette and a bathroom. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association says it spent $10,000 converting the bus.
Yeah, it's a great bus. You have a lovely bus. And I see people with $1,500 jackets on.
They may have to spend some time convincing.
You wouldn't want to get on, have a meal, maybe have a nap?
No.
Close to 100 homeless die every year in Toronto, according to Toronto Public Health. Winter is just starting, and shelters fill quickly. That's why Hassan Mohammed says he's volunteering 5 nights a week on the shelter bus.
We have around 40 people sitting here, sipping on coffee, eating. We'll provide them with warm coats and gloves and jackets and all those stuff as well. We have some hygiene kits for them.
There's currently one shelter bus driving the streets of Toronto. Having buses in numerous cities across Canada is the goal, along with this.
It's all about saving lives.
Tom Hayes, Global News.